Seems like you didn't need to. You already know it's there. Starved Rock gets all this mountainousness from. In such a flat area of the state. So, I think we're going west from the lodge at Starved Rock. Something called St. Louis Canyon, I think. Awesome canyons. Lots of rocks and overlooks here. Kinda cool. And 100 bajillion stairs. 100 bajillion.
There's a cave up there. Wow. This is a good place for an ambush. This is my favorite, when they cut fallen trees, but they leave them. They just cut the trail through them. That's so nice of them. I'm very appreciative of that.
Giant rock. There's a little waterfall people are playing under. It's way up there, I think, is where we came from. Sorta. We gotta go way back up there.
Somebody's an asshole more than everybody else.
From our campsite leads to this fun fallen log area. I guess there's a creek there when it's not so friggin' dry here. Ooh. Stealth camping spots. We killed the pooch and the hubsand. Okay, so this is Cheryl, and she is at Starved Rock, where I am, and she has this really cool sign, so I thought I'd stop by and talk to her, and I'm sort of blinding her now with my light, sorry.
This is what we get for being dedicated. We have to wait till after dark to do video.
Right. So I saw this fantastic sign. It said Walking with America, and based on all of the walking that I'm doing, I got excited, so I wanted to come and meet her, so I did. And so, Cheryl, can you tell us what is Walking with America?
Well, as I said, I had just too much input coming in, too much Fox and CNN, too much work all day long, too much Netflix, and when Parkland happened, I just literally could not stop crying. I mean, there was just gun shootings all across America, and I said to my husband, I need to go for a walk. And I started in Key West and walked to Clarksville, Tennessee, about 1,000 miles, and so far, and I have another 1,000 or so to go before I'm done. But I just interview people along the way, and I just feel like the fallout is that more people are inspired to walk, and I think it's happening. So that makes
Now
me
you
really
have
excited.
a website.
Yep. Walking with America.
Walking with America, and that's .com, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on your website, is there any way that people can support you?
I mean, there's a Fund Me page. They can walk with me. They can send me ideas and tips. They can offer a shower, because the one here is only 5 seconds.
Right. Showers are always nice when
Showers
you're
are
walking
really
a long
good.
way. Yeah.
You know, people are hosting events in different communities throughout the nation. So, I mean, if you're interested and you want to help, just give me a call or text me. My phone is 949-303-5219.
Fantastic. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm
Thank
so excited
you.
for you.
I'm so glad you came down the drive, and we're going to cook and eat together. It's what we do, break bread at the campsite.
I like it. Starved Rock. All of my life, people have been telling me they wanted me to come to Starved Rock, but this is my first time coming here. We had a pretty cool day. We got to Starved Rock and found a campsite, set up, and then we immediately went out to the trails. We went to the lodge at the Starved Rock State Park, and we hadn't really eaten much, so we stopped there for some food. We have the dog with us, and had a drink and some relatively heavy food because we were kind of starving. And then we hit the trail. And I was not energetic at all. Like, here's the thing, something that I've really learned about hiking and walking and all of that. Like, when you're really at this wall place where you just don't have it in you, you don't have the energy, and you get up and you do that mile. It seems like after that first mile, like, you break through the wall or something, and the energy just starts picking up. It's like your body starts realizing, oh, we're doing this now, and so then that becomes the thing that it does. So that's a pretty neat thing. Like, it's really hard to get yourself to do it, but once you do it, you're able to kind of push through. We only did like 3 miles because we started pretty late, but it was nice. And then when we got back, while we were on the trail, we met some people who happened to be camped immediately next to us. So, small world in the camping and hiking universe. And they're from Canada, and on their way passing through, they just came from like a big camping wedding, I guess, which is pretty awesome. And then when I was going to the shower, I met Cheryl, who I will be including her video in this. You may have already seen it, or I'm not sure if I'm going to put it before or after this one, but I saw this sign outside of a campsite that said, "Walking with America," I think is what it said. And I was like, what is that? And then I saw it painted all over her van as well. So when I came back from the shower, I decided to hike over there and meet her because I was interested in what that was all about. And her whole thing is, like, walking, it saves your life. And so many people don't get out at all. And it's the one thing that most of us can do in some capacity or another. And so she's kind of going out there and just spreading the word about walking and talking to people about why they walk or why they hike, and spreading the word to those who aren't doing it, and just trying to make America maybe a more healthy, less plugged in place so that people can plug into the real world for a little while, and into themselves, more importantly. So she's doing this alone. And she is loving that time that, she gets her social experiences, and then she also gets her alone time, and she gets to really get to know who she is. And I think that's fantastic. I was so excited to meet her and to hear about her journeys. She started out walking with a shopping cart, and I had so many questions about that because, like, how do you get to, there's a lot of places you can't go with a cart. I mean, even just navigating into, like, to stop at a store, you got to go sometimes in dangerous ways, only where cars can go if you've got something with wheels. So, we talked a little bit about that, and that was exciting. I really like what she's doing, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to show off her video a little bit, and maybe you can check out her site and support her as well, because I don't know, you know, she's looking occasionally for places to go and that kind of support. You know, she's got a home to go back to and all of that, but she's just looking for new places to explore and looking for, you know, people to help her out with a shower occasionally, things like that when she is walking, which is a common problem for those of us who are on foot, is getting to a place where we can, you know, just feel human again sometimes in the clean variety. So anyway, so Starved Rock Day 1 is a hit. The mosquitoes aren't too bad. I think we're on the east campsite, which is better than the west. The west is like kind of like a big parking lot, but the east side has trees and tree cover, and that's nice. We hiked into one canyon. There are a lot of canyons here to see. We only just did the one today, and there was sort of a waterfall, like a trickle of a waterfall, and there was a whole bunch of people playing underneath it and stuff, and that was pretty cool. So tomorrow we're going to go the other way and see some of the sights there. And the whole thing, I think, is like 13 miles or something like that to hike it. If you were to hike trail end to trail end, I doubt we're going to get all of that in because we just have tomorrow now to hike. But we'll see how it goes. And I will keep you updated as we do it. I forgot to mention, it's supposed to be peak time for the meteor shower tonight. So I'll let you know if I see a shooting star. And today begins with more stairs. Okay, we're coming up on what's known as French Canyon. Lots and lots of stairs for all of these canyons.
Das ist bestimmt schön kühl, das Wasser, da können wir baden.
Go ahead.
Little footholds, but it's all very slippery. In French Canyon. A little nervous about the this, but this is pretty cool. I like these canyons. I don't spend a lot of time in this kind of a thing. Pretty cool.
It is lunchtime on a Monday, and this place is cram-packed full of people. We're currently taking the trail up to something called Lover's Leap, and there are people we're bumping into all over the place. Might try coming in the winter if you're looking for a more secluded set of hikes. And there over there is Starved Rock. Well, this is kind of pretty. Bald Eagle Paradise. I don't see any bald eagles. Yellow dots mean you're going away from the center, and many of them are decorated. White dots mean you're going back home. A good chunk of this trail is paved. It's sidewalk with like sand on top of it a little bit, but mostly sidewalk. Canyons. Nice and cool in the canyons. Is this the canyon we were trying to stop at?
I think this is the in-between one. There's one more
Now we're going left, there's waterfalls. Oh. Ooh, this is slippery. Sand on top of stone. Awesome. Such a beautiful park. I just really want to find a way to organize a cleanup, like a regular one, because it seems like probably a regular problem. Litter bugs. That thing is huge. Almost there, Minnie. I don't want you to get overheated. There's water right down there. I think we're heading toward it, sort of.
Cliff walk. Let's let these people come through first.
It's a waterfall without a waterfall. But there may be water. Way down there, there's water. Is this that same family as yesterday? Yummy. Cold water from the rocks. It's probably gross. She's like, I don't care, I'm thirsty and I'm tired. I'm having it. Is that better? She's like, I'm just gonna take a quick bath. Aw, you hot, baby. Don't worry, it's cool here. We'll rest for a little bit. That's a very, very fuzzy thing. And there's more garbage to pick up. Because if you can't get enough stairs, this tree, the roots are growing down into the air, but it still seems to be alive. You see that?
Yeah.
Lone Tree Canyon. It seems like there's lots of trees to me. I wonder which one's the lonely one. Garbage has been picked up. Now I can get the rest of this view. Cliffhanger tree. These tree root things always look like something out of a horror movie to me. This sign says no alcohol, and they have very similar ones at the state park where you hike, except it says like January 1st to May 31st on there. Apparently alcohol is only relevant on the hiking trails at certain times of year. So I thought that was pretty funny. If you are a camper who needs air conditioning and generators and things like that, do everybody a favor and try not to camp right next to somebody with a tent who has to listen to that whirring all night long, or all day long, as it were, depending. Also, if you are a hiker, it would be supremely wonderful if you are coming to this park that you carry out anything that you carry in. And maybe even more super if you also bring like an extra little grocery bag or something so that you can carry out some of the crap that other idiots toss around, ruining it for everybody. That would be super. I would like that very much. Because we come out here for a serene experience and we end up with these crazy messes that other people are leaving in the woods. I have listened to 5 different radio jams that people had on backpacks today, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, I like all different kinds of music, but that's not what I was out there for. So it was like, I don't know, kind of disruptive. And so it was something to be considerate about, or at least, you know, if you are going to jam out, if you see other hikers coming up, maybe turn it down for a bit till they get past you. I don't know. I recognize that earbuds don't allow your whole entire party to listen to the same song as you at that moment. So, and it's very important that you jam out to AC/DC while you're hiking in a nature trail. I get it. But, you know, find a way to be considerate about it anyway. That'd be awesome. And one more bitchy note about the showers at this place. There's only one working one right now, and you have to push a button to use it. And that button lasts for all of about 4 seconds. So you basically have to continuously push the button in order to take a shower. which is pretty obnoxious. Makes it rather complicated. It is nice that there's a shower and it does get warm and all of that. And maybe the showers on the other side are better, but at least on the more woodsy side of the thing, the shower that they do have is a little bit more complicated to use than the average shower. Well, that's a pretty nice campsite right there. Look at how big that is. The campsites are pretty actually fantastic. You have good choices here. They have sites that are specifically like out in a field for those who want more sunlight, I guess. They have sites that are back in trees. Seems like most of the ones have, most of them have electric. Maybe all of them do, I don't know. So that's nice, makes it more expensive, but you know, it comes in handy for a CPAP machine. Anyway, overall, I haven't been hating this trip. I like Starved Rock. I think the canyons are amazing and beautiful, but the sheer amount of trash made it very difficult to fully just sort of settle in. The cicadas are biting. There's one attacking me right now. That's crazy. And then, again, you get a lot of, it's all day hikers really, and you get a lot of groups that bring problems with their music. Get it. You get that cicada, Minnie. I didn't even know cicadas bit, but I guess they do. Got me in the neck and it hurt. Oh, stupid thing. And then it keeps bothering poor Minnie, who is exhausted. We only hiked 5 miles, but you'd have think we hiked all day. Anyway, so that's my evening walk assessment. The mosquitoes aren't too bad here. They are here, but they're not as bad as they were at Bong Recreation Area when I was there, so there's that. And there's a lot of traffic on a Monday. So the weekends, Friday, Saturday, I assume must get pretty bad. And most of the waterfalls and stuff were all dried up today, but I would imagine that if you come during the right season, that's pretty awesome to behold. It looks like you can maybe walk behind waterfalls in one of those canyons we were in. So I thought that was pretty cool. Canyons were my favorite part. I don't get a lot of time walking around inside big rocks. Where are you going, Minnie? We're going this way. So, anyway, that was kind of neat. You could totally see why people would choose to live in an area like that. There's all kinds of wind block and rain cover and stuff. So it's pretty neat. And back to our little tiny camp, which has strangely, somebody left a pot and a pan and this little toy truck over here on this cool citronella candle and stuff. Minnie's in a hurry to get back to the tent. She does not want to be running around. Okay, let's go in the tent. Well, you can go in the tent. I'm not. Bye-bye. Or later, maybe. This is pretty cool. This initial fire, because everything is so dry, is blazing up so much that the leaves are wiggling only above the fire, like there's a big wind, but way up there. It's giving off some hella heat for a fire that just got lit. Dang.